Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating document. It's a forensic cost analysis of this massive 8,148 square foot luxury home. They call it the Timber Estate.
Right, built near Lake Lanier back in 2016, 2017. And the reason we're looking at it is because the numbers, well, they just don't make sense on the surface.
Not at all. So the whole mission of this deep dive is to kind of peel back all the layers of expense that aren't tied to the physical building itself.
Yeah, exactly. Because this was an owner-builder project, our first job was to, surgically separate the cost of the land, all the financing, and these huge exterior amenities.
Like the dock and the pool.
The dock, the pool, all of that had to come out before we could see the real cost.
And the result is so counterintuitive. I mean, for a luxury asset like this, you'd expect, what, $175 or maybe $250 a square foot back in 2017?
Easily. And since this is a high-end timber frame build, the market would probably push that closer to $300 a foot.
But the forensic math tells a completely different story.
A very different story.
So let's unpack the money. The total cost of the project, what the team calls total capitalization, was roughly $1.8 million.
And for you listening, capitalization means everything, from buying the dirt to the interest on the loan to the very last light fixture.
All of it.
All of it. But when the team stripped out all those extras, the land, the $700,000 in amenities, they found the hard cost of just the structure was just over $731,000.
Wait. Less than $90 a foot.
It's $89.73 per square foot.
For an 8,000 square foot luxury timber frame home? I mean, that's the price of a standard suburban build in a lot of places. So how did they pull this off?
They used two really powerful integrated strategies. First, this idea they called forest to frame.
Forest to frame.
Yeah. They sourced the main building materials, the timber, directly from the land they bought. It's kind of the ultimate anti-supply chain move. They just skipped the enormous material cost premium.
Which saved them hundreds of thousands right there.
Absolutely. But then there's the other side of it, the administration.
The general contractor.
They eliminated the GC margin. A general contractor usually adds 15 to 25% overhead. That's a $150,000 plus fee they just avoided.
And what did they pay instead?
A flat $8,000 fee to a consultant.
Okay, but isn't bypassing a GC the fastest way to, major quality issues and disaster?
That's the risk for sure. But the owner-builder team was so deeply involved, they managed it. And they didn't even simplify the project. In fact, they made it more complex.
What do you mean?
It wasn't just a big house. It was built to be a high-capacity hospitality asset. We're talking 10 bedrooms, up to 13 bathrooms.
The plumbing infrastructure alone should have sent the costs way up.
It should have, dramatically, but they still held the line under $90 a foot.
We have to talk about the cost of money here. They went with private financing, an 8% interest rate. That cost them over $131,000 during the build. That seems really high.
It is high, but it was incredibly strategic. That expensive debt bought them speed and autonomy.
And no bank oversight.
Exactly. No bank slowing them down. They executed the whole build in just 12 months. And when you think about it, that $131,000 cost is, it's tiny compared to the $1 million+ in equity they created by being their own builder.
So the payoff was immediate. That efficiency went straight into asset value.
Instantly. The property appraised for $1.725 million right after it was finished, and it started generating cash flow right away, an annualized run rate of $170,000 in rental income.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture for everyone listening.
The owner-builder model, especially when you combine it with, vertically integrating your material sourcing like they did, it allowed them to create this premium asset for, 30 to 40% of its market retail costs.
The lesson here seems pretty profound. It really begs the question. When you look at the price tag of any luxury product, a house, a car, whatever, how much of that price is actually for the materials and the labor?
And how much is just captured by administrative overhead and these long traditional supply chains?
Something for you to mull over the next time you see a listing with a high price per square foot.